Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode. This is Expand the Fire Show. Our goal is to expand the fires that bend through the barriers standing in the way of success. Because as you get bigger and stronger, the barriers keep getting smaller. I am Itu, and along with our special guest for today, for this episode, we are here to that's right. Rock your world. You got it. So let's get rolling and make those fire keep burning even higher. All right. So let me introduce our special guest for this episode. Check it out. She's an amazing woman and very sweet too. You get to meet her in just 1 second. But let me just add a little mystery to this story and tell you a little bit about her. She is a successful loan officer at Team Lhersy Mortgage Professionals with Intercap Lending, originally from Acapulco, Mexico. I just keep getting Mexicans. I'm lucky to have my people get connected internationally with me. So her family moved to the U.S. during her teens, but she was not very happy with that new decision, having to move to a new place and country. Nevertheless, she was not about to get that getting her way and eventually became a certified nurse assistant. Although she would later find her passion and career in being a loan officer, where she had where she has been helping others for the past 21 years to be able to find that special place where they feel they can belong and build their home sweet home. She is very passionate about helping others and has helped thousands of people during her career to achieve their dreams and goals to have their own house. Because one of the main drives of our special guest of today is to help others achieve their dream. And her drive is, besides the love towards her family, her drive is to help others the way she was helped in the past. Mhm. And she'll tell you why, because she's got a very interesting story of why this is her personal drive, and you'll hear it from her lips. But let me just tell you three things that define this woman as special or main qualities. She doesn't give up on people. And she likes to give people hope and show them the tools that they need to achieve home ownership. So you can already tell she's got a big, big heart, right? So let's give it up for our special guest for the day, Lhersy Fleming.
Hey, hi.
How are you, girl?
I am good. How you doing?
Well, I'm very happy to have you here. You and your big, big, warm heart and smile.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited too. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm very excited to be here.
You'll do just great. You'll do just great. All you gotta do is tell your story and inspire others with what you had to go through and where you're at. So first of all, tell them a little bit about yourself. How you got to where you're at today.
Well, I've been doing this for 21 years, and it is ever changing. Sorry, I'm losing my words.
Don't get
Industry.
nervous. Don't get nervous.
Yeah,
Just
I'm not. I'm
just
not.
roll with the punches.
Yeah, it's an ever changing industry, but I've been able to stay in it. It is what I do. I love what I do. I started at a very young age. I was given an opportunity, and I just thought that was it. I was given an opportunity, and I said, okay, I better run with this because not sure when another opportunity like this is going to come along. And so it's become my career. It's become a passion. It's allowed me to have a good life. for me and my family. It's allowed me to introduce some of this to other members of my family and friends around me. And so, and I'm very happy. It's a good thing that happened to me.
Of course. I'm very happy that you found something that is not only a job for you. You know, it's almost like a calling that you can help others through this activity that you're doing. You know, it's,
Yeah, yeah, I kind of feel like it's a lot that way. It can get very stressful, and there's a lot of work involved, a lot of hours, a lot of stress. But when you get to go to those closings and see those first time home buyers, just sign and have their dream come true for them and their families, it's great.
mhm. That's it's great. Now there's something you told me before going live that it just stuck in my mind, and it's you like helping others with this amount of passion and dedication because somebody helped you way back when, and that changed everything for your family and yourself. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right. That's right. So my story with mortgages started. I was 18 years old, um, and we had recently moved from Northern California, where it's very expensive. It was at the time, and it still is. And my parents could not afford a home out there. So, having friends and family move to Utah, they came and they're like, you know what, we can afford a home there. Why don't we move there? And we're like, okay, we already moved from Mexico. Why not move to Utah? We didn't really have deep roots in California yet. We had only been there for 4 years. And I had recently graduated from high school, and we moved here and we lived with family and friends, and we rented rooms and apartments and lived in basements. We moved around quite a bit because my dad had put a deposit to build a home through a builder, and he had put in all of his savings. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was a lot of money for us. And the building was going to take 6 to 7 months, and so during that time we're like, okay, we'll just have some temporary places to live in. And in 2001 the house was ready, and we were so excited. We had visited and visited to see that the house was going to be done. And then we went to the title company, and we were there for about like half an hour, very excited. And then they come out and they said, um, sorry, but we can't close on your home because something went wrong with the loan, and we don't know how to get it done, essentially. And you can get the house. And that was a shock. I mean, we had no idea how any of this worked, right? So we were in shock. And I'm sure a lot of things went through my parents' head, but in my 18-year-old head, I was like, oh my gosh, this was our dream. We're not going to get a home.
Right.
Here we are back in the same place, like having nothing. My dad put in all his savings, and we don't have the house, and that's all I thought. Well, the agent that was helping us with the builder said, you know what, let me reach out to somebody that I know helped some Hispanic families in the past. Now, I'm going to make a break here. A lot of Hispanic people have very specific situations when getting a home that have to do with things that some other loan officers that are not familiar with our situations can relate or can't deal with, and
Mm-hmm.
that's nothing against them. It's just they're not familiar with them. And
Right.
so I think that's what happened. He put us in touch with this person. His name was Christian Baum. I will never forget him. He doesn't live in Utah anymore, so I don't keep in touch with him. And so, he brought us in and he said, you know what, we're going to add you, Lhersy, to the loan. And I was like, me, I'm only 18. I just graduated. And he's like, this is how it's going to work. So he, now I know what he did, but
Hmm.
he started putting stuff together and stuff. And it was so long ago that at the time I was making like 650 an hour as a CNA, um, and long story short, like a couple weeks go by and we're back at the same title company. This time, we're not as excited. Um, we're very fearful. We're thinking this is our last chance. Nothing is going to happen. And we sit on the table and they bring out the papers. We signed. They say congratulations. And it's kind of like an outer body experience. Like we got the house. Like,
Woo-woo.
oh my gosh, like it was such a relief, such a happiness that after we signed the papers, I remember turning to Christian and I told him, I said, Christian, thank you so much. And I'm sorry if I get a little bit emotional.
Okay.
This is my story. This is how it started. I said, thank you so much. You have no idea what you just did for my family. And I said, if you ever need anything, I said, I'm happy to help. I said, I'm responsible. I can babysit for you. I can come clean your house, like, for you to go on a date with your wife. I can help you file stuff. I don't know what you do, but I'm smart and I can learn and I'm a hard worker. So I said, whatever you need. And I truly offered it more as a thank you because he didn't, I don't, maybe he did, but I didn't think that he realized what he just did for our family. And so, we went on our merry way. We got our keys. We moved into our house. We were very, very, very excited. Um, and about 2 weeks later, I get a call from Christian, and I'm thinking, he probably needs some babysitting, and he told me, he said, Lhersy, I have a job um, for a processor to process for me. And I was like, okay. And I said, like what it's about. He's like, well, you're going to be pretty much my assistant. You're going to help me with paperwork and help me get the loans through, and I'm going to train you. I know that you have never done this. And I remember these two things that he said. He's like, it doesn't pay very well, but you're going to get experience. And I truly remember what I thought in my head at the time. I thought, oh my gosh, I don't have to wear scrubs every day. I get to dress nice for an office. I remember that as an 18-year-old. I get to do my hair and look cute, pretty much. Um, and that was like the one thing. And he told me, he's like, it only pays $10 an hour. And I about fell, I'm like, I'm making like 650. What are you talking about? I felt so fortunate. And I said, of course, when do I start? And I started with him. I started processing, and I processed with him for a few years until he moved out of state. And then I went on to work for other companies and process for other people.
Wow.
But that's how I started. It was an opportunity that this one loan officer that changed the course of our family, our family's life, um, my family's life. Um,
Totally.
he gave me a chance, and being an immigrant and really not knowing very many people in Utah and even in the country, I kind of took that opportunity and I said, I can make something of this. I started looking around me and seeing a lot of successful people, a lot of people that drove very nice cars, have their own home. I was only 18, so I was in the home with my parents. Um, so I started dreaming. I started wanting those things for me. So I kind of said, okay, unfortunately for me, I didn't have a chance to go to college. My parents didn't have the means to put me through college, and I didn't know how it all worked being so new in the country. So I said, this is my college. This is what I have. This is what I can do. This is what I can kind of grow and turn into a career for me.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how it started.
It is amazing how somebody else just caring a little bit, can do something that is of so much value and importance that just it changes not only their way of life at that moment, but it just transcends, over the span of someone's lifetime. You know,
Definitely.
it's
Yes, yes.
so it is important what people do for others, and you never know how you can inspire other people, by just being yourself and helping somebody else through the things that you already know how to do successfully.
Definitely. Yeah, you know what? And I was thinking like I always attribute all of this to the loan officer, but the agent that recommended us to that loan officer, he didn't give up on us either.
Wow.
He said, you know what, I know somebody. I can see that you guys are dealing with some situations that are a little bit out of the ordinary. So let me put you with somebody that I think might understand it a little bit better. And I thank him too for doing that, because he put us in a different path, and that path took me here where I am right now.
Hmm. And here you are, doing the same thing for others and liking it, loving it.
I
So
love it.
it's
Yes.
amazing, amazing. Okay, good. I've got a couple more, a few more questions that I want to ask you.
Okay.
So these are very important because entrepreneurs and business owners go through this. Like your story repeats very similarly in different ways, but it's basically the same thing. Most of us start from nowhere and have to climb the ladder, through success. And it takes a little bit. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of passion. It takes a lot of not giving up. But there's one thing that we can do for them. We can help them, uh, keep that passion, keep that fire burning. So the following questions are very important because it will help them, stay inspired. So are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, good. So just briefly tell us about when was the moment you realized something had to change?
It was right out of high school. It was right out of high school. I kind of realized that my parents gave up a lot of being, a new adult. My parents gave up way more than I did to bring me to this country. And I kind of said, like, you know what? I can't just be a nobody. I can't just not try. I have to give it my all. I have to take every opportunity and turn it into something. And I didn't know what it was going to be. I really didn't. But I said, whatever it is, if it's me going to college late, or, if it's me working myself up in a restaurant chain and become a manager, like I'm going to give it my all. Whatever the opportunity that it was, I was going to turn it into something. I knew that much.
Awesome. So it's just like putting, all the, like everything you've got on this one opportunity with no thoughts of, ever backing down.
Right. Yes.
Good, good, good. Here's the next one.
Okay.
What were the main challenges you had to overcome?
Ooh, the very, very main challenge that I had was trusting in myself. I had a lot of doubt. I was like, ooh, like I don't speak perfect English. I don't look like these other people that do loans. I don't drive the nice car. I don't, like I didn't go to college. Just believing that I had it in me, believing that this opportunity was for me, regardless of my background, regardless of my what had happened or what hadn't happened to me, that I was capable of becoming, what I had in mind, becoming more. I didn't really have a picture in mind, but I did look around, and I still do look around, and I see a lot of people that are very kind, very successful, very driven, and I still want to become them. And I still sometimes struggle with those fears of, am I able to, do I have it in me? But it is, I do believe a lot more in myself now, and I look around me, the people that are starting and on anything, and I always try to tell them, believe in you. Like that was my main challenge that I had, that I didn't think I had it in me. But at the same time, it was an inner struggle where I was like, I'm not giving up on this. Like this is my one chance. This is my golden ticket, and I'm gonna go for it. So
You go, girl. Good,
yeah.
good. That's excellent. That happens. That happens a lot. And so it's. I appreciate that you share something so personal because there's a lot of people that um, they just get, scared, or they don't want to share that particular things. Like, I didn't believe in myself at the beginning, but it's so important because it's so happens so much, right?
It does. Yeah, it does. Having that confidence in you, knowing that, that if you put in the work, this country is of opportunities. And I truly believe it. I know a lot of people say it, but I truly, truly believe it because I lived it. And if you take those opportunities and work hard for them, you can get to your goal for sure.
Totally. You just gotta believe in yourself no matter what. And at the beginning is probably the strongest, most difficult moment, that you just gotta kind of close your eyes, believe in what you do, hold on to the goal, and just throw yourself at it.
That's correct. Yes.
And this leads us to the next question.
Okay.
So, what key things helped you overcome those barriers?
I had a great support system. My parents are awesome. They
Nice.
Seeing them go through what they went through when they left everything in Mexico and then still giving it their all here in the States, starting from the bottom, show me that, it can be done, but they also show me a ton of support. I also have a great support system. When I started, from my siblings, they were there for me, and they were cheering for me, and they looked up to me. I was like the one that was going to get out there into the real world uh, first. So I kind of felt a little bit of responsibility towards that. So they drove me. They drove me as I got older and I got married and now I have kids. Of course, my family. They are number one. They're the reason what I do. They're the reason why I fight hard for this. I look at them and I'm like, there are kids that were born into a home that I own, and if I can transmit that, if I can be a part of that for somebody else, and it's not about the house, it's not about the building, it's about that sense of belonging in this country as an immigrant.
Mhm.
That's what owning a house did for us, a sense of belonging on a country where everything was foreign. So, if I can, if when I look at my kids, and then I get families that come into my office with their kids, and I'm like, you know what? They can have that. If they work hard or if they work on this, they can have that. So, those were some of the things. I also had great mentors in the industry that pushed me to be better and that allowed me to become myself, and some of them I took many things from. Some of them I only took a few things from, but they all taught me how to be a go getter. Because believe me, to be in this industry long term, you have to want to be a go getter. You have
Mhm.
to, because it's not easy. It can get stressful, but it's rewarding too.
Nice. Good. Well, I congratulate you for the family that you have and all the support that you got, on your beginning years and up to this day, because I understand that makes the difference. I've been there.
It does. Yes.
So shout out to all of your family. You
Yeah.
must be
Hey, I
also
guess. Hopefully
amazing
they're
people.
watching.
Here's the next one.
Okay.
What impact has your success had on others?
Well, I think it has had an impact. I get a lot of clients that are very grateful, for their homes and stuff. I have a hard time a little bit kind of tooting my own horn.
Oh, you modest.
But I know that it's made a difference in a lot of families. I
Yes.
know that a lot of families have been able to create wealth through homeownership. Also, I know that people that have worked around me, um, are grateful for those experiences. I know that I have team members that have grown a lot and have gotten a lot of opportunities because of that. So I like to think that I've had a good impact on people's lives, on people that I come across, on people that I've helped. Um, I know that through connections on this job, other family members have been able to kind of into their own branches of things and make that grow. And that makes me very happy that they have kind of taken, their own skills and their own goals and turn them into something more. Because, at the end of the day, that is, I think, what we all want, right?
Mhm.
We just want to see everybody around us flourish and be better and achieve their goals, whatever those may be.
That's fantastic. You don't need to be modest. You've helped so many people throughout the years, and you've made a career out of helping other people, and you should be proud of just the massive amount of lives that you've touched. Because whether you help them 10 years ago or 20 years ago or just yesterday, you did something that I'm sure touched not just them, but also their future. The same way that when you were 18, it changed your parents and the rest of your family and yourself in a way that it just kept going up to this day. So I
Thank
just
you.
want to say you've helped so many people. You're so successful. Uh-huh. And you've got all the reasons in the world to be extremely proud of yourself.
Thank you, Ito.
But I know you're very sweet, so you're very modest. But it's amazing how I've talked to so many people from all branches of life, and I found out one thing: the real successful people, the people that truly made it, hmm their success came from within, uh-huh. And because of that, 99% of them are as modest as you are. Hmm.
Well, good. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I've noticed this. I've been doing this for a little bit, and it's something very, very attractive. Actually, they're not snobs or anything like that. They're
Yeah.
very warm, truthful, legitimate people. So, moving on to the next. Here,
Okay.
what is next for you? What is your vision of the future? Where you want to take your success next?
I would like to grow my team a little bit more and be able to reach out to more people. I have been thinking about expanding my licensing to other states where I know people and I have family that I could help. Um, you know, um, I am also looking forward to be able to take really long vacations, like a month vacation, which
Oh,
it's
that's
kind of
really long.
impossible to do. But professionally speaking, I am looking forward to growing my team a little bit in the future, and just being able to expand to other places, also be able to give the opportunity of this wonderful career to some other people that are willing and hungry and ready to tackle it on. It's not easy. I know that sometimes realtors and loan officers may seem like they have this wonderful, what's the name beautiful life that you see on social media, and it is beautiful, but it comes with a lot of work. It comes with a lot of stress. Sometimes it comes also with ton of rewards when you see your clients and when you hear them tell you how grateful they are for what you did for them. But just grow my team a little bit, and expand into other states, hopefully.
Nice. I mean, it's almost hard to believe that it's so stressful, although it is. Uh-huh. But looking at your smile and how cool you are, how much inspiration and warmth you've got for others, it's almost hard to believe that it's so tough. But yes, I definitely understand. I know it gets tough, and I salute you because being on it for so long and just being just such a nice person, it takes a lot. So. Mhm.
Thank you.
Good on you. Good on you. Girl. You go, girl. You go
Thank
conquer the world. I believe in you.
thank you. Thank you.
And here's the last, but not the least,
Okay.
important of all the questions. And it's my favorite one. So, if you could go back in time and tell your past self the most important advice to be successful, what would that be?
Go back to believe in yourself. Believe
Mm,
in yourself, Lhersy. You can do this. You have this. You can transform and become and learn and achieve those goals. If that would be the one thing. Believe in yourself. Believe
nice.
that you can do it. That would be the
Amazing.
one.
Amazing. Great. I think it's great advice for everyone out there. It's like we've been going back and forth on it. It's very hard sometimes to do it at the beginning, especially when you don't have the means or you're not sure about what's going to happen. Probably you've got support there, but probably not in other ways that you need it, like financially or somebody actually teaching you. You kind of have to find out so many things about yourself. But here is living, breathing proof that it can be done.
It can. It
Mhm.
truly can, guys.
Well, thank you very much, Lhersy. I think this was amazing. I loved having you on the show. You're such a nice person. And this was very interesting. Your story was very interesting, very touching, and most of all, very valuable for others to get inspired and do the same thing that you did so many years ago and you keep doing every single day up to today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I enjoyed it. I love doing this because every single story is different, but every single one tells you the exact same thing. It can be done. It's rough, but you gotta go at it with passion and let that inner fire just burn and explode and just believe in yourself, like you say. So, um, I just want to say you have now become part of our Expandifiers tribe, and we
Yay.
salute you as such.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lhersy. It was great having you here. And to all of you out there listening or watching this, I just want to say don't forget to check expandifiers.com and find out how we can help you grow your business or company faster, harder, better, faster, stronger, just like the song says. And see you all in the next episode. And never forget to keep those fires burning higher. Thank you very much, Lhersy. We love you.
Thank you.
See you all, guys.